Monster RX93.1. Time for the top 10 for today. And we are live on Facebook.
We're on FB, Twitch, and YouTube. Let's say good morning to some monsters locked in, like Ronaldo Quino, Jasper, who says, loving the songs. First cut is the deepest.
Yung unang pusa, yun yung pinakamalalim.
One of the first songs na in-emotan ko nung high school. Hello to Angel Lazaro and hi to Terrence and Kimmy. Mga bagong hakot as rushers. Good morning. Hello to DX and also saying good morning to Al Attorney. We have Rai, my friend, who's locked in.
Hello, Rai.
She enjoyed that birdie song we played a while ago. Good morning. Hello to Brenda Gale. And Brenda remembers that song, All the Things She Said. And also hello to Yontifian, who's got some Bali recommendations herself. She says, no need to learn how to bike, but they rent a car or a motorbike. Off the top of my head, we went to Nusa Penida, Keling King, Uluwatu, Ubud, Tirtaganga, Besaki, Lempuyang, and yeah, there, you can check those out. Hello to Anelia, and good morning as well to DK and Joshua. We have Mike Santos, who says, happy Wednesday. Good morning to Kitty Kuting and ODH, who wants to say, hello to his high school barkada, John Dave Valeza. Happy birthday! He listens on the way to work. And congrats to third baby. So happy birthday,
Happy
congrats.
birthday!
Good morning to, let's see, Prince Kingsman, 7070. Mar says, naging host ba ng TMR? Alin? Yung crush. Oh.
You know I'm not gonna say anything about anything, right?
I hate that you still haven't revealed it. I hate.
Reveal yourselves.
It's been years. The secret has been.
And it shall remain a
No!
secret.
I can't believe we didn't get it out of him while we were in Bali.
We will. It will happen.
Kilala
It
ni
will
Babe.
happen.
Ay, ewan ko sa inyo!
Alam ni Babe.
Hindi ko
I'm
alam.
sure alam ni Babe.
Hindi ko alam.
Ay, di siya tatanungin namin.
Ay, ko alam niya.
Nakwa!
Nakwo.
Nakwa! Sino kaya yan?
With a Q.
But anyway, good morning. That's it for the text line for now. Oh, the Super James. Okay, habol. And also, Irvin Tanig, Nel Basada, Lay Hervasio, and Nicole De Jesus.
And ano rin, happy birthday to Claro Tungo!
Happy birthday,
Happy
belated.
birthday,
Happy birthday, Claro.
Happy birthday to you!
birthday.
Ronnie also says happy birthday to someone. Si Tim and Beth and Hermie from TJ of Convoy Brothers. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! So we've got our top 10 courtesy of Al Macchiato, Signs of a Guilty Conscience. Let's start off with Savior Loki.
Number 10.
Dalawa to, Savior Loki and Joti. Savior Loki says, si Daddy maggagalit-galitan pag alam niyang siya ang mali. And very similar from Joti. And we've talked about this before. Dadating ka na galit at mainit ang ulo, kunyari, para ma-intimidate silang agad. So, hindi na sila magtatanong kung bakit ka late. Remember I told you this story? I've actually experienced it.
Ay, nako. Traffic.
Oh, yung ganon. Yung like,
ganito, ganyan.
tsaka serious galit Hindi yung ganon lang na parang, traffic. Hindi, like, galit. Like, fuming. And
Parang
I'm like,
I've never done that.
parang,
I don't think I've done that.
okay. So, obviously, you can't really complain anymore because galit na siya. So,
Ah.
okay.
Tactic.
Siya. And
Tactics.
to be honest, it worked. From Archer Aguilar,
Number 9.
when you start your prayers with, Oo na, Lord, alam ko. Alam mo yung start ka pa lang, parang, you don't have to tell me. I know.
Marami na akong atraso.
Marami akong atraso. Let's not even go there. And from Call Me Rovi,
Number 8.
pag nagpapadeliver ako ng milk, tapos may bagyo, milk tea, tapos may bagyo, nilalakihan ko yung tip kay kuya kasi nakaka-guilty. We've actually talked about this
Yes.
before. Kasi may mga nagtitweet before, nag-viral siya na during the storm, parang, guys, please, let's be considerate naman and not order anymore. Kawawa yung mga delivery riders. And then some of them actually voiced out na, look, we're here,
That's
whether
where
you
they make
order or
money.
not.
Yeah.
So you might as well order, because if you don't order, we don't really get paid. So
Anything, yeah.
gets yung parang hindi nag-match yung wokeness with actual experience of
Yeah.
the
Of
people they were
involved.
supposedly defending or protecting.
Right.
So minsan ano rin talaga, minsan mahirap din talaga yung
But you can't speak for people, especially if you don't know their own experience. So
even when it comes to like cultural appropriation, so many posts that go viral when they go like, why are they doing this? Blah, 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 blah. And then you'll have people of that actual ethnicity saying, kunyari, like that one thing yung sa Mexico, like they were all like, I'm Mexican. I'm fine with it. Stop speaking for us.
Exactly.
And then, ang dami na like, I'm Mexican and I love it. Basta mga ganon. Yung like,
yeah,
will you please? It's not even the Mexicans who are complaining. It's
like sit down.
It's
This
everybody
isn't your
else.
fight.
This,
You know.
this woke thing has evolved into something that can be bullying.
yeah.
It's like an excuse. It's an excuse for bullying.
Mhm.
So
And from Edricans,
Number 7. Number 7.
yung mga nagbibigay ng public non-apology apology. Alam mo yung it's an apology, but if you really listen to the choice of words,
It's like they're not
really
sorry.
they really aren't.
Yun, yung mga, I'm sorry I made you feel
Made you feel
That
that,
way.
I'm
way.
sorry if it came across.
as bullying.
This,
But it
yeah.
wasn't.
Yun. Basically, that's not really an apology. And from The Moral Lesson,
Number 6. Number 6.
linggo-linggo at least 500 ang binibigay mo during offertory sa Mass. Para money-wise man lang, makabawi ka kay Papa God.
Wow.
I don't think money will do anything, but yeah.
Oh my God.
I think confession would be a better thing to do if you're Catholic.
True.
Kasi parang, there's something about having to literally tell someone what you did and why you thought it was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's
Do you
no
remember the
guarantee.
last time you confessed? Like you
I
went
don't
to
remember
an
the
actual
actual,
confession?
pero
It's been so long. I
it's
don't
been so
remember
long.
mine.
It's been so long.
I don't remember the last time.
Pero gets, like, I do get the appeal. Kasi parang it's one thing to just be sorry that you did it. But to admit it to another person,
That's a different thing.
parang
yeah.
it's a different thing altogether. Parang there's more power to saying, I have sinned. You know, what I did was bad and I'm sorry for it. Even if, let's say, you might do it again in the future. Pero at
Yeah.
least, ewan ko for me, mas may tatak yung nasabi mo out loud and admitted that you were wrong to somebody else, even though it is a priest.
I remember the last time I confessed. I mean, I don't remember when it was, but I remember what I confessed.
I think I remember the last time I confessed too.
I said, I have impure thoughts.
Yeah.
Literally
I
said
think
that to
that's
the
a
priest.
standard. I think that's a
Yeah. And then
Like,
like,
there are a few things that you probably don't really say, right? There
Yeah.
are things you kind of beat around the bush.
like I say I watch porn, but I don't tell him what categories.
Because you don't have to. You know, they're not really asking
And
you.
also, I'm guessing my, anong tawag mo doon? My parusa will be like way bigger. Not parusa. What do they call those?
Penitence?
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think penitence.
Whatever. Oo.
Usually naman it's a prayer lang, di ba?
Yes.
Usually 3 Hail Marys.
Feeling ko
yung mga
dadamihan
ganun.
niya pag dalami
Yeah.
But yeah. Totoo ba yun na parang if you haven't confessed, you shouldn't take the communion?
That's what they say. Pero
I
That's what
remember
they
kasi
say.
that was
I
like,
don't know.
yeah.
That's
But
what I
I've heard
heard.
naman other Catholics say na parang nirelax na daw yung rule na yon. Dati
Okay.
kasi the rule is, kasi remember, in Catholicism, the communion is Christ.
Yeah.
Diba? Literally,
Like
but this is my
receiving,
body which will
uh-uh.
be given up for you. So you should be without sin when you receive Jesus
Yeah.
into your body, diba? But if you confess, then you will be absolved after confession. So
Yeah.
it means
fully like absolved of everything.
supposedly that's how it works. If you're Catholic. So between the absolution and the communion, siguro naman di ka nagagawa ng masama in between. Parang that's when you can receive, the Holy Communion into your
Yeah.
body.
So you confess
First.
like
First.
once a week.
So, I guess,
Kung kailan ka
supposedly.
Because I mean, you're
Communion.
always sinning
Dapat ganon.
constantly.
Dapat ganon. So, but they were saying because I never used to go to communion because I don't confess. And then somebody said, hindi, pwede na siya. And parang inexplain na siya apparently na even without communion, parang pwede naman yata. Parang ganon. Correct us if we're
No,
wrong.
you mean even without confession?
Even without confession, you can take your communion. So, that's what somebody told me. I'm just repeating what somebody told
Somebody
me. I'm
said
not sure.
TMR religious segment era.
Oh
No,
my-
because honestly, when I was a kid, I was super devout. Like I said, I didn't even take communion unless I confessed. Tapos, I would usually go to the 8:30 a.m. mass. By 8, I would already be there because I would be praying the rosary before the mass.
So what happened?
Things happened.
Well, same.
Things happened.
Samesies. I was super devout too, and I would sing psalms in church and like hang out with the nuns, and you know,
And you do have nun.
I do have
aunts.
nun aunts, and like literally offertory. I'd be the one putting out the baskets.
They're
giving
your
it back-
nonts.
My nonts. Very that. Interestingly enough, with our reasons and other people's reasons, did you hear about
Pinair mo talaga yung reasons natin eh, no?
did did you hear about the mother of David Archuleta?
Oh, what?
What happened?
She wrote a long letter saying that she has left the church.
Mormon sila, di ba?
Left the Mormon
Mormons, yes.
church.
Really?
Because she didn't like to see how her son was being
Aw.
treated as
Oh.
an LGBTQIA plus
Oh.
plus member.
Now that David is living his truth.
He is.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that. Did David leave the church?
he ended up, yeah. So
Oh, I didn't
basically
know
there,
that.
there was a part in the letter that says, I invited David to come to sacrament meeting with me, and he came a few times, but he stopped because he said it hurts too much to be there, Mom. For some reason, I couldn't understand why he was saying that, but then it hit me how the LGBTQIA has been really not welcome in this church. We love you, but you're not welcome to participate of all the blessings because of who you are. Some talks have been really hurtful towards them, and I didn't get it then because I was so committed to stay and obey.
Okay.
But yeah, then she said she finally sent a letter to the bishop 2022 saying that she's left and she's been excommunicated from all of her friends. No one talks to
Oh
her
my
anymore.
gosh. Wow.
But yeah, it's an interesting read if you want me to send it to you.
Okay. And from Al Macchiato,
Number 5. Number 5.
signs of a guilty conscience, constantly needing to be spanked or punished.
Uy.
Oh,
Uy.
okay.
I mean,
Okay.
it's fun. I mean, it's something.
It's something.
It's something.
Okay.
After talking about religion,
I know, right?
spanking.
And from Emo Fats,
Number 4. Number 4.
yung bigla kang nagpa-cater out of nowhere sa office. Kasi ang nabigyan mo ng promotion, yung baguhan na hindi naman magaling, pero sexy.
Ay, bad.
So alam mong what you did was not right. It was not fair. And so to quell whatever uprising,
Di pwede yun.
nagpa-cater ka.
Ano yun eh. One time, ano lang yun eh.
One time, big time lang
One
yun.
time, parang trying to make up for what you did. Eh, what you did, if you don't reverse it, di ba, will have effects long term.
And from DJ Gaba,
Number 3. Number 3.
I don't know if this is conscience, but as far as my dogs are concerned, you can really see when they're guilty. Pag may nakita kang wiwi sa living room and then you ask them, Aba, umihi ka dito, no? Like literally, he cannot look me in the eye. And alam yung bigla yung titingin to the left, to the right, to the corner of the room, everywhere except me.
Oh.
And like, as if they understand.
It's the tone, right?
It's the tone.
It's the tone
Yeah.
of your voice.
They get it na they probably know that they're not supposed to pee kasi they can figure it out that much that, you know, kung bawal. Si Hiroshi ganyan. Like when he's about to do something, di pa niya ginagawa parang bata talaga. Say, Rosie! Like literally bigla yung like U-turn. U-turn. And he knows na, ay, nahuli ako. Crap. Nahuli ako ni daddy. I have to quit it. Whatever my evil
As in,
plans
he'd
were.
freeze ganon?
No. Bigla siyang U-turn.
As in, oh, wow.
Tas yung tumatakbo pa rin. Pero yung kunyari like, oh, look, I'm just running around. I wasn't about to go into the trash. May ganon siya. Like, nu ang reaction niya.
You know, I want to meet all of your dogs. I
Yeah.
haven't gotten to meet
They're
them.
all-
Only churchy boom boom.
Oo nga eh. And,
Kasi bias.
I've seen them all, but I didn't really get to play with them because,
When did you see? You went to the house.
yeah. But then they were like, ano kasi, they were overstimulated.
They were
They were all like, parang, except
all-
for Cairo.
Cairo has his own way.
Cairo never looked at me.
Pero si Church was also like that.
Yeah,
Was
kasi
that
all
like
four
that
of them
also?
Yeah.
Really?
Kasi first time din to see us.
They were vying for Chico's attention mostly.
First time
Oo.
to see you from.
Hindi, that day.
Pag-uwi.
Oo,
Oo.
kasi di ba we came
Ganon,
from RX
oo.
nun eh.
So they were all like wagging their tails. Tapos ako naman wagging my tail kasi nakita ko si Babe.
On all four. Hindi, kasi like a dog. Di ba? Like a dog. Like a dog.
I can't.
OMG! Hello daw from Isleño. May rusher visitor sa
hello.
Isleño.
Good morning.
Rojas, Palawan.
Wow.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Putting this out there. Babe Iwale, if you're listening, Chico is sad. He needs protection.
He's having dreams.
I'm having dreams, bad dreams.
And he, like, not just dreams, bangungot.
Oo.
Medj.
True.
Yes.
Like sleep paralysis.
So come home na daw.
Si Tino. Ano daw ang apelyido ni Cairo?
Mm.
Proctor. Well, kung si Tyler Biggen.
I need one. I need one right now. I want one.
And you just want to have your back cracked.
You know what? In theory, yes, but I'm too scared. I want kasi parang I feel like if it's gonna give me relief because my back hurts so much, but I'm also too chicken to do it because I don't know. It looks scary to me. You know what I mean? I would probably just get a massage.
And you have to kasi, like you can't, it's actually more dangerous if you fight.
Yeah, you have
Yung
to
kunyari,
relax.
yung
You have to
ikakrak
give
na yung
in.
neck mo.
You have to
Dapat
submit
relax ka
yourself
talaga.
fully to
Super
Tyler.
relaxed.
That's why they,
Super relaxed.
Submit yourself fully to Tyler
alam mo yung
Biggenho,
medyo
ganun.
igaganyan muna niya, yung like parang isa-shake muna niya yung neck mo to make sure that walang tension.
Yes.
Kasi they can't crack it
if
you-
it's tense.
You want me to crack your back, Chico?
So you can also have your crack. Check. Have
ano?
your back crack.
I mean, okay.
All right.
Ah.
Pero like gently. Di ba I told you
Gently.
when I had like my badminton injury. Was it my wrist? Yeah, my wrist. Like different from yung what I experience now. A friend of mine suggested a chiropractor. So I went, right? I was like, oh my gosh, I've never been to a chiropractor. Sige, let's check it out. So, okay, here, brought me to the cubicle. Okay, the doctor will see you in a bit. Kasi una yung parang receptionist or therapist yung magpapasok sa'yo doon. And then the doctor will see you. So, upo ako doon. Pagpasok ng doctor, my high school classmate, who I haven't seen in like a million years.
Oh.
And I'm like, you're my doctor. I don't know if I trust you.
Kinrack niya yung back mo. Or chinek niya
Everything,
yung crack mo. I mean,
oo.
chinek niya yung back mo.
Oh.
Tapos like apparently isa siya sa, like I just found, like got into the history na he was one of the first chiropractors in the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yung group nila. So they were one of the first. One of the very, very first. And yeah, like, he's really good. And alam mo yung maloko classmate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
somebody-
it painful?
No, it was not. At all. It was actually very...
Like you literally could hear the
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Everything.
I've never gotten my
Pero,
back crack.
pero yun nga, like relaxed. Oh my gosh, go to my classmate. Like he's really good. And perfect
Really?
yung age range. And
Pasok!
sa banga.
Pasok sa banga.
And
I have to do the back crack. Your back crack.
I don't like to have my back crack. Hindi mo alam yung mamaya kung anong
Just lie
gawin
down
mo
on the
dun
floor
sa-
and then I'll crack your back. Your entire...
on the floor?
Yeah.
Get a room, you two.
On the floor? On the floor? Paano yung camera angle? Bound chicka wow wow. Ay nako. Yeah. Oo nga pala. What am I talking about? Kung kaedad ko, edi 36 din lang si Doc. O, masyadong bata.
Hindi, okay na yun. Sige.
Masyadong bata si Doc. Masyadong bata si Doc.
36?
And also, I hate that. Dan Rubio says, do you crack your knuckles? I hate cracking my knuckles.
I do.
Like
I crack my
when I go
knuckles.
to
I do.
like a massage, I always say, don't touch my talampakan and don't crack my knuckles. Especially don't crack my toes.
I don't want other people
I
to
have
do it.
experienced
I can do it on my own.
like somebody massaging me, cracking my toes. It was the absolute worst experiences. I hate it. Yung parang feeling ko binali niya yung mga hindi naman gets. I mean, they know naman what
They
they're
just
doing.
pulled though, right?
They do, but when yung pag meron nung I don't like that. That little pop of nitrogen ba yun? Di ba it's an air
Yeah,
that
yeah.
causes
The sound.
noise?
Yeah.
It's actually parang gas escaping from your joints. I cannot. I cannot. I hate cracking.
Can we try today for
Let's
our
crack your
in
knuckles.
between?
Nope. I cannot. I really hate cracking. Oh, what I can do though is yung ganon. If I do this, it kind of cracks. I'm okay with that. Pero yung ganon, yung
Oh
pa-curl,
yeah, I like. to
I
do
don't
that.
like cracking my knuckles like that.
And the other, yung meron yung the big ito, and meron yung just the tip.
Oh, lalo na yon.
Uh-uh.
The farther from the actual hand, the joint,
Yeah.
the more painful for me to crack. Dapat yung closer to the hand. Like pag yung the bigger joints. yun,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Just talking about cracking knuckles makes me shudder. And for Mike Ferrer,
Number 2. Number 2.
signs of a guilty conscience, you let your jowa hang out with his best buddy. Because you've also been secretly hanging out with his best buddy.
So parang medyo ano nyo na, mutual, conjugal best buddy.
Conjugal
That must be
best
so
buddy.
weird. Like imagine like imagine your jowa and then best friend niya and you're like hitting two birds with one stone. That's weird. That's really weird.
You've never imagined yourself hitting two birds?
Oh my goodness! But I mean, that's hard. I'm Hazel, okay? I'm Hazel. I'm Hazel.
No. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You are most certainly not.
You're imposter.
Miss Piggy.
No, you're not.
Hello to Patrick.
Hi,
From
Patrick.
BDO Corporate Center Ortigas.
Hey, Patrick.
Which one is BDO? Corporate Center. Kasi neighbors
Ang
eh,
dami.
sabi niya.
Oh, I think Corporate Center is the one at Podium.
Oh, okay. And also, let me see. And RAR.
Let me
And the
think.
top entry, number 1. Number 1.
Natawa ako dito sa entry na to. Comes from Mateo Altenor.
Mateo Altenor says,
Signs of a guilty conscience. Alam mo yung pinarada ka lang naman ng police for a random checkpoint? Hala, umamin ka na may affair ka with the maid at di alam ng asawa mo, pero may kutob kang alam na ng panganay mo.
oh my God! What the hell? Siguro yung nag-pull over sa'yo, parang,
Like, what? What? I'm just checking for like
what the heck?
license, if you have your license. Registration. That's all I'm asking. Pero siguro nga it's bugging you so much.
Napa-confess ka ng
Napa-confess
oras.
ka when they're not even asking anything about it. Right?
Pero
So-
madaming ganun eh, diba? Kasi yung parang when you get pulled over, yung parang biglang ilalabas mo lahat ng stress mo as an excuse for,
Oh, the one that I super
What you
love.
did.
I wish I could still find it. I once found this thread of I don't know if it was a website that they had specifically for that or just a collection. They had some of the most bizarre deathbed confessions.
No, you were telling us
Baka
about
subreddit.
this.
Right? Pwedeng ganon. I just forgot na. Oh my gosh. Like, guys, if you have it, could you just send us the link? Like, kinolect nila yung mga legit ha, actual, like from hospital sources, mga ganyan. Tapos, they confess the weirdest things. Like, some crimes, like they murdered
Oh
someone.
my gosh.
And for some, it's like ganyan, yung parang they cheated on their spouses. Yung iba, merong parang hidden treasure somewhere. Basta ganun, like it's so fascinating. Kasi nga, when you're about to leave this plane of existence, parang, like I have nothing to lose. I'm about to die. So, and the it's been gnawing on your conscience probably for the
Yeah.
longest time. And alam mo yung parang before you breathe your last breath,
You just want it
I
out
want it
there.
out.
Okay.
Out of my system.
Do you have like something like that? Like a deep dark secret you haven't revealed to anyone? Because I don't think I
I don't
do.
think I have one.
I think I've said everything.
Ako din.
Same.
Ako din.
Yeah.
I think
And
what-
tsaka
you
even
see
the
is what
ones
you
na
get.
ano, at saka even the ones that I don't really share with other people, they're
I'm-
not serious. There's not
Yeah.
like a crime or yeah.
Or I'm pretty sure, you've maybe shared it to one or two. You know what I mean? Like, don't share it
Oo.
generally. But,
Mm.
yeah, same.
So,
Wala pa naman tayong krimen na, alam
Wala
mo
pa
yun?
naman.
Yeah,
Wala pa
nothing.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, syempre, like, siguro it's just the stuff that you're embarrassed to tell people, you know?
Yeah.
Or,
Oh my gosh, I found it.
you
I
found
a
it?
list of we can do that for Facebook in between.
Can we read
Okay.
some of
We
them?
can read a
Okay.
few.
I tell
There's
you,
some
it's so
really
fascinating.
weird ones.
It's really
oh
fascinating.
my gosh.
Alright.
Okay,
And,
okay.
Yeah, that's what we're about to do.
So there you go. That's our top 10 for today. We will play a couple of songs in the RX booth, but we will stay on Facebook Live and read some of the deathbed confessions, while we're on Facebook Live.
But for now, Alicia Keys and Beyonce here on Riot Wednesday.
Let's read a few of these.
Say you need me. Go.
This is all cold reading, so I don't know what's gonna happen
Okay.
either. My mom had a patient who was terminal and confessed to killing his twin brother in Vietnam, so he could blame the death on the war, steal his identity, and then return to the U.S. to be with his brother's wife.
Well, damn.
The wife had passed away years earlier, and the patient's children blamed the confession on dementia until after his passing. But as it turns out, the patient's daughter ended up finding a handwritten confession from decades ago stuffed in an old Bible.
Oh, gosh.
Kasi that's what I was going to say. I was like, how do you know that this is not something that he just, parang ano lang, a delusion, while, yun nga, caused by dementia. Pero
And then
my
he had
gosh,
to
kung
say it in his
merong-
deathbed, but like no one believed him because it was dementia.
Tsaka parang, wouldn't you know? Because I know people who are with twins and oh my God, they would not mistake one twin for the other. No way. Even if they're identical. Wouldn't you know that that's not your husband? Kasi kahit identical yan, you will know. That's your husband.
Yeah. Ito naman. A great aunt of mine says that when her husband was on his deathbed, he confessed that he had actually shrunk two of her favorite and expensive sweaters by trying them many years earlier. She thought that maybe someone broke in and stole her things because he threw them away to hide the evidence. For years, she had hoped that they might turn up. She said she even suspected one of her friends may have stolen them at a party. No, he was just afraid to admit that he'd ruined them. For like 20 years, she forgave him, obviously, and they had laughed about it right near the end.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Ang strange.
This one, not my story, but that of a hospice worker who spoke to my class. One of her patients was a bed-bound woman in her 90s who was generally unresponsive, but had flashes of recognition and engagement. Now, this patient was from a U.S. state that prided itself on its state university and the university's football team, and this woman's family had attended this university for 4 or 5 generations. However, her great-granddaughter was the first in their family to decide to go to a different school, the rival state's university, in fact. Her family was supportive of her decision, but often joked about her being the rebel or Judas or what have you. One day, they were all sitting around the woman's bedside, teasing the girl about her decision. Suddenly, the patient sat up, looked at her great-granddaughter, and said, traitor, and effing died.
Oh my God.
My
Grabe
gosh.
naman yun.
Oh, this one. My great-grandmother told us her birthday was October 30 her whole life. On her deathbed, we found out it was October 31. Her family had lied for 80 plus years out of superstition.
Because it's
Paperwork
Halloween.
proved it after she was gone.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Just because it was Halloween?
Yeah.
Hello?
Grabe naman.
Oo nga. Ang dami namin may birthday na Halloween eh.
This is sad. When I was in the hospital, the guy in the bed next to me just asked to stop taking his meds as he was ready to die. Last thing I heard him say was, "There's no one waiting for me at home, so I'm going where they are." Wasn't really a shocking confession, just a lonely and heartbreaking one.
That's why I don't like the concept of living forever. Like, can you imagine ganyan, pero walang respite? Like, I mean, you can meet new people. Kasi, kunyari, let's say you're an immortal. You can eventually, like, meet somebody new,
Yeah.
have a new set of kids, but then eventually they'll outgrow you. You'll see them off.
What
You'll
if-
bury them.
What if the option is not just for you to be immortal, but you can pick one person to also be immortal?
Di kami ni Baby Well.
So, pagkasama si Babe, okay na.
Pwede na yan.
Grabe!
Oh, here's this one. Before my grandma passed, she told us she hated being married and raising kids. She said she wanted to do so many things she could never do, but that she still loved everyone more than anything. My mom later passed away with the same type of regrets.
Oh. Ang sakit naman nun
Imagine to the kids,
to
right?
the kids.
Well, I'm sure meron din naman na the opposite, na parang maybe
Yung-
never had kids but then regretted it in the end.
Or yung parang you always felt like your parent didn't like you.
Well,
Tapos on their
posible.
deathbed, parang biglang you'll find out they love you
They
with
love you
all their
pala,
heart.
oo.
Oo. Pwede rin naman ganun. I'm sure may mga ganung cases din.
Or this one. I had a patient who was an 86-year-old woman who put a bunch of crosses around the room. I had to ask her to take them down due to the inability to create the care she needed.
Okay.
She insisted they all stay up because it was one cross for each soul she took. If that's
Oh my
true,
God!
she took 14 souls.
What the heck? Grandma? Oh, wow!
No!
Grabe.
Diyos ko si Lola.
Black Widow.
My gosh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I work in an end of life care and have been there for many deathbed confessions, but the saddest one was a woman who delivered a stillborn baby out of wedlock at home by herself and decided to put the baby's body in the basement freezer because she couldn't bear the idea of her community knowing what happened.
That whole time?
Yeah.
Ano pag nag-brown out tas na-defrost?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
Hindi kasi nga talaga di ba? Like yung the sick stuff, well, not just. Pero marami ka talaga na biglang even yung mga supposedly, I don't care what happens. You know.
Babalik.
When you're facing your final end,
Lalabas yung mga-
mapapaisip ka na parang maybe I should like settle things before I leave because just in case there is such a thing as an otherworldly retribution, just in case.
I think that's why.
Yeah, most of it is really that. I mean, like the reason you kept these things hidden for so long is you're trying to escape punishment. But if there's this divine punishment that is looming, like within minutes you'll be facing divine punishment. If there is, might as well come clean while you're on this plane of existence.
Right. My grandfather admitted to me and only me that he accidentally had sex with another man.
Accidentally?
Ito na naman tayo eh. Ano yung naglalakad cuts na sagasaan ka ng rumaragasang hotdog?
Ay, nako. Anyway, hold on. Let's go back on air.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the final top 10 for today. And do we have some final greets?
Yes, we do. Hello to Ro, Anelia. Good morning. Ang seryoso ng usapan, inspire ako mag-confess.
Oh,
Hazel, I don't think need sabihin yung category. I think pwede mag-communion basta wala lang mortal sin. Hello to Al, attorney. And Al says, at the beginning of Mass, they make you confess as part ng contrition. So parang carry na daw yun para makapag-communion.
there.
Oh yeah, because diba there's
yeah,
that prayer.
act of contrition.
Yeah. And hello to Missy. Good morning, Missy.
Hello, Metsy.
Good morning to the Super James and EJ and also to Cyril. That's it. Hi to Mayan.
Hi,
Hello,
Mayan.
Mayan, we
Hello.
miss you.
This one is let's end with this one for the confessions. Not really a confession, but my cousin and I got into a car accident and well, he died. His friends got him to steal and vandalize so many things. They also put him in jail 4 different times. When we were in the hospital and he was about to die, his last words were, "Well, if I go to hell, at least I'll be with all my friends." I love you.
Oh my
Kasi bad
gosh.
seed siya eh.
Oh, tsaka
Sa lahat ng
tanggap na niya.
Lahat ng kaibigan niya, bad seeds din.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
It's gonna
Oh
be
my
a
gosh.
reunion.
It's a reunion.
All right, here we go. Numberless.
Yeah.
Thanking Al Macchiato for the topic, signs of a guilty conscience. Al Macchiato says, hubby did all the chores, including mine. So I'm like, nako, bumili na naman to ng action figure, for sure.
Ay, very Chico.
And Baby
Very
Whale.
Chico. Coming from Mai, canceled all plans for the whole weekend para makita ka naman ng parents mo kasi isang linggo ka nang hindi umuwi ng bahay and ang dami ng mga parinig messages. At saka alam mo yung minsan yung the very few times na magte-text ka sa kanila, sasagutin ka na nila ng, who's this? Pag naman, si Mai po. Sinong Mai?
Nakalimutan ka na.
Dadramahan ka na kasi hindi ka naman nila nakikita. Ba't ka pa nila maaalala?
Huyo ka na sa kanila.
And from Shivana, in the courtroom of your own psyche, your brain is the lawyer that pleads not guilty, but your conscience is the final judge. Totoo yan no matter how many times you try to justify it in your head. The conscience is independent. Kaya minsan akala mo hindi ka nagigilty, tapos lalabas yan unti-unti. Kasi nga it's like, it might come out in the form of a dream or in the form of sometimes ghosts. Akala mo ghost, yung akala mo bumabalik yung kunya may na-murder ka tapos tinago mo from everyone. And you quote-unquote got away with it. And then suddenly you start getting haunted by the spirit of the person that you murdered. Sometimes people would argue na maybe there is no ghost. Maybe it's your conscience that's creating that ghost.
Yes, possibly.
And
I have a feeling.
Yung parang, kaya akala mo hinahaunt ka when in fact, you're just feeling guilty with what
May mga
you did.
ganyang plot sa movies.
Maraming ganyan, di ba? So yeah, the final judge will be your conscience. I agree with this. Kaya nakakatakot yung mga tao na, yung the psychopaths.
Yeah.
Like they don't feel guilt. Like literally incapable of feeling guilt. Therefore, wala silang conscience.
Yeah.
So they can just kill whoever they want. And they're like,
But on their
Time to sleep.
deathbed,
no, you like if you're incapable, maybe even until their deathbed, they'd be like, whatever. Gets? Kasi parang usually it's coming clean is something that you do when you feel guilty. Na you want to confess. Let people know what I did. Para it relieves a burden that's been on your shoulders. Pero if wala ka nga nung, kunyari talaga, it's a psychological thing. Wala ka talagang guilt.
it's interesting.
So
'cause
scary.
Diba Juice Blank sent something, was it Juice Blank? I don't know. Basta someone sent us a video of a hit and run case where this girl got drunk and she like killed 2 people while driving. And she was in the hospital and the security or the police was like filming her from. Obviously, they have like one of those
Body
cameras,
cam.
body cams, and she actually basically said that, wait, when can I get my car back? I have to go to school.
Oh, I've heard of
You
this.
see this?
Yeah. I saw the video, the actual video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And they're like, do you know what you did? You killed 2 people. Yeah, I know.
I know, but what, I have to go to school.
I have class
tomorrow.
What I'm asking
Oh
is,
Can I
my
get
god.
can I get my
I
car
haven't
back?
seen
and
this.
then they're like,
Your car's
you're not going anywhere
you're going to jail.
because you're going to jail. You do know that. Oh, because I have class. So like, is there any way that I?
Because I mean, I'm not talking about tomorrow.
Well,
I'm
parang
talking about the
sobrang
day.
out of touch with like reality.
Yeah.
I'm talking
and
about the
yun.
day after. Because like, if I'm in jail tomorrow, then maybe the day after I can go to class.
So
when can
ano
I get my
siya,
car back?
talagang meron siyang, you know that they're mentally,
That is wild. Yeah.
incapable of feeling guilt. From Pearly Shells, true story, when I was still a student, I had a kitten. Short story, she died because I didn't have money to send her to the vet when she got sick. Now that I'm earning my own money, all my pets have access to vet services. They have complete vaccines, kahit pa sabihin na gastos lang ang vet. Yeah, I mean, I think the reason I'm so like involved as a fur parent, partly because I do feel bad because I don't think I was a very good fur parent in my first few attempts.
But I mean,
Fail
I guess
fail.
it takes a few tries
Totoo yan.
before you get it
You know,
right.
sometimes even parents say that, di ba? Na parang they didn't do a good job with the panganay, with the pangalawa. Pero as they get older and have more practice and they realize the mistakes that they made, then you become a better parent.
Kaya pala pa-perfect habang pabunso ng pabunso yung mga anak.
With the exception of the Aguilon couple.
Hoy!
You know what? I mean, I agree. Because it didn't really work out with me. But look at Kai. Upstanding citizen in society.
Oh, they did such a good job.
With
And from self-proclaimed
Tayo.
gorgeous. Hindi! Kasi everybody is like,
Mommy Stromo.
everybody
Mommy.
loves Sky, di ba? Oh, kahit,
Oh, Eric.
di ba?
We love Eric too. Kasi may
Oo.
bago na siyang work.
Pero hindi ko kasi na-encounter si Eric as much as na-encounter ko si Kai.
Never mo siya na-meet.
Ako never.
Parang never. In
Never.
person makikita ko siya sa
Well,
photos.
yeah, they're
When they
gonna
post
be
photos.
here in December.
Mm.
You can ask the girlfriend how she's able to get away with working.
Markki Shash. And from self-proclaimed gorgeous, yung pusa ko, magnanakaw ng isda. Nagnakaw ng isda. So, hindi ko tuloy pinakain ng dinner as punishment. Hindi rin ako nakatulog. Naawa ako. I stood up and pinakain ko din siya. Oh, disciplining is so difficult. If you're like super nurturing, like ako, buti na lang si Baby Whale talaga is the disciplinarian. Because without, I would do such a horrible job. Because I'm just so,
You
I
just
can't
feel so
punish,
bad
I
for
can't discipline. I would like faux discipline and then let them do whatever it is that I punished them for in the first place.
Yeah.
I'd be horrible.
Yeah, you'd be such
Such a spoiler.
you're such a doormat.
I can't. Ito naman, nasa spoiler na nga ako. Ginawa pang doormat. Had to choose the harsher word. And from the one with Yel, being extra mabait to strangers kasi feeling mo you need to earn extra points in heaven sa sobrang kamalditahan mo naman on a daily basis. Not even like a very specific malditahan, but more like maldita ka in general. So what you do is, you're also nice to strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to balance it off. From Shivana, when a person starts resorting to whataboutery. Hey, what about when I did this? What about when I did that? To try to absolve themselves of their guilt. You bring up a good thing to cancel out the bad thing that you just did.
Yeah.
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 And for Mike Ferrer, for as long as you can remember, extra bait at extra alaga sa'yo, yung driver ninyo. Only to realize, as you get older, parang carbon copy kayo.
Oh my God.
Pang soap
Tatay
opera,
mo.
pang telenovela.
Kaya siya sobrang bait kasi nagigilty siya.
Oh my gosh.
And from Archer Aguilar, signs of a guilty conscience. Post-caffeinated self profusely makes up for pre-caffeinated self's bad behavior.
Yeah.
So before coffee, you're a
You're
horrible human being.
cranky,
And then after you get
grumpy.
your coffee, you kind of like make amends. Uy, sorry kanina.
Bigla ka ng
Sige,
parang
okay
Little Miss Sunshine.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to just be coffee. There are a lot of different things. Like sometimes sweets. For some
Food,
people.
yeah,
Food.
breakfast.
Ako,
yeah.
I need to
Diba?
have my breakfast. I need coffee and breakfast. You know this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always the first to eat because I really can't. I
Coffee
need
and
to-
ampalaya.
Ay, kanina, hindi.
Ano yung kanina?
Kalabasa and sitaw.
Oh, I love that with gata.
Yes. And,
Ay,
wala na nga. Ang kulit nyo. Paano tayo matatapos kung ginugulo nyo? And the top signs of a guilty conscience comes from the super malas guy.
The super malas guy says,
I'd be all hurt and offended by the accusations. Ang sakit nyo naman magsalita. Ano bang akala nyo sa akin? Magnanakaw? Kahit ako naman talaga yung kumuha. Tapos sila pa magsusorry.
oh my God.
Yeah, that is a very good technique if you can get away with it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Kasi like not everyone can act the shiz out of that. I mean, suffice it to say, I probably will not be effective if I approach this
We
acting
know.
technique.
We know.
Yeah. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. So what about us? Like for you, like how do you act when you have a guilty conscience? I can go first. This is since we were talking about it
go.
already. I panic. That's why I'm so like bad at like being caught or lying. Siguro if you give me enough time to prepare for it, I might be a little better at it. But yung gulpi de gulat,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I give the worst excuses. Like ganun, yung parang yung example natin kanina, yung parang, kasi meron pumasok ng giraffe dito sa kwarto, tapos like, so it's so easy to catch me because I really can't say it with a straight face, lalo na pag impromptu.
Mahirap
Yeah,
talaga
yeah.
yun.
I really can't.
You freak out.
I freak out. I panic. I'm terrible at being caught.
I guess for me, since my patience sometimes runs a little short. That's why sometimes, because when I have a guilty conscience, I actually have a longer patience.
Oh.
Yeah, that's something I've realized. Like I tend to be nicer to everyone around me. I mean, to a certain extent, I do kind of say hi to most people I see in Eastwood or whatever, but I become extra nice to everyone
Yeah.
else.
I do see it
But
when
I
you're
did
in
not-
when you're in showbiz mode. Like you're like very gregarious. You're very like
Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
Like,
big
to
smile, and then,
like-
yeah, I have seen that.
But not
I
necessarily-
aspire to have that. But I'm not very good at it. But yeah, I would love to have that zone. Na pag kunyari, event or public gathering, to have that open energy. Na I'm open to meeting people. Yung ganon.
Yeah.
Pero
It's just
mahirap
that
din
I
to
can't.
keep that on for a long time.
It's true. It's exhausting.
That's why sometimes when you have that on, and something annoys you, and you have to keep that on, it'll start to build up and build up and build up, and then
Yeah.
you just Gemini it
Sabog.
out,
Totoo.
explode.
For me, signs of a guilty conscience, well, kasi iba-iba. It depends siguro on what I did.
What you did.
And
the
also kung sino
gravity.
yung people involved. Because I've done the whole uunahan ko na ako na yung galit.
Yeah.
Basically gaslighting people. It's either that or the opposite, which is I'm gonna be like, because I feel guilty, I'll do something extra nice. I'll go out of my way to do something for
Something
the
nice,
person that
yes.
I know I wronged. Even if nga hindi alam nung tao na I did something, kahit nga yung kunyari parang may naisip lang ako na bad or parang ganun. Even
Yeah.
if hindi niya alam na may something akong ginawa, I would be extra like sweet or nice or something like that.
Okay, Markki. Pag bigla naging sweet si Hazel sa
Alam
atin,
mo
naku,
na.
may naisip yan na hindi ka iga-igaya.
Obviously, pag bigla akong pumasok may kape, yung mga ganon, di ba? Alam nyo na yon. Oh.
Pero mas gusto ko yung technique na yun kaysa yung galit.
Eh, di ba?
Oh, at least yung
Hindi ako,
technique
I'm
na
never
yun.
the galit. I'm never that. I don't do that. It's more like cheapish. Yung parang, I know I did something wrong.
Parang hehehe. Oo, ganun.
You just try to be adorable so you can get away with it.
Naka-
Get
Ano ka?
away with murder.
Nakaubo ka.
Ooh,
Uwu
mode.
zone, oo.
Yeah. So, gaslighter uwu.
Oo. But there you go. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed today's playlist for Riot Wednesday. We will be back tomorrow, so make sure to tune in. And, yeah, be early, okay? Or else.
Or else, what?
Wala. Nag-gaslight
Or
ulit.
else.
Siya talaga nag-or else?
Here's +1 on the Monster. Bye!
Bye, Koy! Bye, Koy!